OAWALKER here, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Poetic Affinity series case for the HTC 10. I'm going to take a look at it and see what this case is about. Just for reference, I've been using this for a few days and it's been great so far. So we're going to take a look at what you get. You get a little card here that's saying thank you for your purchase and all of that good stuff, and then you get the case itself. You can see this case is a clear case and it's got these lines going through it, and I'll talk a bit more about that in a second. So you get a good look at the case. I file it in. This isn't glass, it's kind of like a clear plastic, so that's pretty cool. It's got cuts for all the ports and it's got this nice grippy texture, which I'll talk about in a second. So you've got the phone here, you've got the black HTC 10. We're just gonna slide it in. I had to do, in fact I think it's better if you do this side where the buttons are in, and you just slide into place and snap into place. Really that easy. So I'm just gonna walk through the phone really quickly. So you can see on this side you have the buttons for your home button and the volume rocker. They are kind of sticking out a bit, so when you're rubbing your finger against the side of it, you can feel exactly, you know, which ones are the home buttons and the volume rockers, and which one is the power button. So that is pretty good. And as I mentioned before, it's got this like gripped texture, so when you hold it in your hand you don't have to worry about it slipping out your hand, because the phone itself, without the case, you know, is metal. The phone itself is made out of aluminium, and that's very slippery, you know, when you hold it in your hand. So this case gives it the extra grip, and you know, it just feels so great in your hand. Let's walk through the bottom part. Bottom part, we have a cutout for the microphone, the USB Type-C port, and the speakers. This case doesn't muffle the speakers anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. On this side you have nothing, and you can just see the gripped texture going all the way across it. Really does feel nice. On the front is pretty standard. There is a slight lip there, so you can have it like face down. You don't have to worry about scratching your screen, which is pretty good. I think that's pretty much standard on all cases now. And then you also have a lip on the back as well. So these little it's kind of like a skeleton that's going through the phone, the case. It does have a little lip to it, so when you have it face down against the surface, you can move it about and you don't have to worry about scratching this plastic. And also I want to touch on the camera as well. You can see the case itself is raised above the camera, so again you don't have to worry about scratching the lens, which I think is very important. You really don't want to scratch the lens. You want to have the, you know, crispy photos all the time, so you want to keep a lens protected as much as possible, so that's pretty cool. Like I said before, it has like a skeleton design where you got like this going through the back of the case. It does make the case, you know, a lot stronger, you know, when you're dropping and stuff like that. And as you can see up here, they are padded on each of the four corners. This is so if you drop it, you're most likely going to drop it on one of the corners. The case should take the impact and, you know, take, you know, a lot of the pressure off the phone, so you don't end up with a cracked screen or one of the corners getting damaged. So that is pretty cool. And you also got rubber texture going all the way around the phone as well, to just give it the whole protection going all the way around, and additional protection on all of these four corners. So that is pretty cool. And you also got a little Poetic logo right there. And in terms of protection, I think this phone is absolutely great. It is a slim phone. You can see how slim it is. It doesn't add that much bulk to it, just a tiny bit, hardly noticeable, and it feels great in the hand. Doesn't feel too bulky, still feels sleek and slim, and just slides straight into your pocket. So good on that part. The case itself offers great protection from normal bumps and drops. So if you were to kind of drop it maybe from out your pocket, or you're getting out the car and it kind of falls on the floor, it should be able to handle it just fine. I also do recommend getting a glass screen protector as well, which I have on the phone right now, just as an additional, you know, protection, just in case anything happens to the screen, it can protect it. And I did actually crack my old screen protector, which completely saved my screen, so I highly recommend screen protector, glass screen protector on all your phones. Yeah, overall the case is great. It's slim, it feels great in the hand, and it's actually priced very reasonably. I think it's £10 on Amazon. I'll have the link to that below, and it's definitely worth the money. In terms of design, it looks great. Right now I've got the black HTC 10. Obviously it will look even better in silver or in gold, you know, because you're actually gonna see the phone itself. It's not covering up the beauty of the phone. It's actually kind of showing it, but still having that protection as well. So I think this is pretty good. I've been using this for a few days now and I had no issues with it so far, and I just love how the buttons are laid out as well, and just how the phone feels. It feels great. I had no issues with the case whatsoever. One thing to bear in mind is this is kind of plastic, so over time and, you know, with use, you might get light scratches on the back. So that's something just to kind of, you know, keep in mind if you do plan on, you know, picking this case up. But overall, this, you can highly recommend this case, especially for the price. You can't go wrong. Like I said before, I have a link in the description below where you can pick this up. And yeah, that is about it for the case. If you enjoyed the video, smash the thumbs up button. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. Do you like it? You getting one? Leave all that good stuff in the comment section down below, and thanks for watching. Peace. Back one. Got the phone on top.